Quinn, who I mentioned earlier, he calls our dominant culture, Western culture essentially, he calls it the taker culture, in that it's a culture that takes everything it can and leaves nothing for anybody else. If you look at the definitions of a cult, every recognised definition of a cult is culture matches. We are living in a cult. It's brought us to where we are now. Climate change and the Anthropocene extinction. We are witnessing a mass extinction event, but one that's for the first time ever been absolutely created by a single species. Everything that has gone wrong because we've moved away from animism. So frankly, we can pass all the legislations we want, we can campaign, we can lobby, we can, sign petitions, things. We have to do all that stuff because it's an emergency. But basically, those things are just emergency short-term fixes. The cure is to heal our broken relationship with the earth.
So shamanism to me is slightly different to animism. So animism is very much about your connection with the natural world, so the trees, the stars, the rocks, the rivers, they're all your brothers and sisters. With shamanism, traditionally the shaman is chosen by the spirits so that shaman can become like a hollow bone. You can listen to the guidance you're being given by spirits. It's about having a foot in both worlds, the reality world that we live in and the spirit world. And you can kind of at will go into slightly altered states. So traditionally that's through the drum, or for example it could be through plant ceremony, or however it is that you've been taught. I have done a few plant ceremonies, like cacao and ayahuasca and San Pedro. I mean, traditionally a shamanic practitioner or a shaman is struck by lightning or has an illness, that makes them really step back and look at what they're doing in their life. And in my case, my son, after the birth of my second son, I had a health condition that I really wanted to treat naturally.
We ask Grandfather Tobacco to bring Mark into the medicine, to bring him back into his alpha, bring him back into his maleness, to make him strong, to get him directed in life. We ask this of you, Grandfather Tobacco, and we thank you for all that you give us. Now, when I tell you, you breathe in, yeah? Just hold your breath. Okay? As I come onto the one nostril. After the first one, I ask you to do it again. So hold your breath. Go. Hold your breath. Just sit with that. I didn't give you too much. I was in the Santo Daime for many years, which is a Brazilian branch of, which is an ayahuasca church. And that's where I started to learn and to work with the medicine ayahuasca. And went to South America and learned to work with Wachuma, Grandfather Wachuma, dietas with that, and worked with Grandfather Tobacco, with Rape, and worked with Cambo, which is a main medicine as well, which is a medicine that I learned in South America. What the medicines do, it strips down the ego. It gets us to throw the ego away, to become more and more trusting in life, and to come out of the traumas that we were born into, or about the society that we were born into. I've seen people come to me and talk to me about they had alcohol issues, and they took Mother Ayahuasca, and the alcohol issue was gone. She heals so much in people, Mother Ayahuasca. When I first drank ayahuasca, I was under a lot of stress from a situation, from somebody that was causing me a lot of problems. It was life-threatening. And what happened after I drank the ayahuasca and went through the healing, this problem completely dissolved.
alcoholic, been bulimic for 12 years and had been eating disorder for like 16 years. I wanted to heal what was wrong with me and why I made myself sick. And I had heard that this could do that. For me, they're very much not a drug, and for most informed people, they're not as well, because they are a sacred gift from the universe that's been given in this world, in this reality, in order to help make humans grow and evolve and to be conscious. There are so many different tribes that use ayahuasca. Often in the ceremonies themselves, this spiritual leader is sitting and they will hold space, which means to create a vortex in which the ceremony can take place, and depending on what tradition, there might be music, traditional ancestral chants, or it might be in silence. You drink the medicine and you either sit or lay back, depending on the style of ceremony, and begin to go into the journey with the medicine. And depending how strong the medicine is, how clear your channel is, how much the medicine wants you to feel in that moment, you'll begin to feel. And you might start to feel just a shift in your body makeup. You might feel like energetically different. It can make you feel a little bit sick. And then the medicine, the spirit of the medicine, depending on how she's manifesting, will show herself to you. And this could be with very strong visions, it could be with a message, it could be emotional release, it could be taking you on a journey, it could be linking parts of your psyche together so that you understand something. And then on a spiritual, on a deeper level, the effects are completely infinite, but they are all amazing. It connects you with your heart, unblocks your heart, works on your mind, rewires neural pathways. This is what helps with addiction. It connects you with your past and future lives. It connects you with your purpose in life. It's not about getting high or escaping your reality. It's about dealing with your reality.
It's very interesting. I'll give you an example of what a shaman said. Is that basically in the Western world we live in a madhouse. Mental illness, it's not about who is mentally ill and who isn't mentally ill, it's about when the bell will toll for you. Because everybody is mentally ill in this society. When you look at the tribes, when you work with the tribes, they're not coming from a place of being mentally ill. They can be very holistic people. They're grouped together from a very, very young age, from infancy. And in this society, we're not. Yeah, it's all about separation, of greed, all these things get in. So what shamanism does really, it cures mental illness. So it goes back to those traumas, okay, through medicines or through working with spirit and being able to heal these traumas.
I'm not special. I just heard the call and I acted on it and I stepped up. And I think a lot of people are hearing that call, whether it's to become more connected to nature, or whether it's actually to do a course or become interested in a certain aspect of shamanic work. Listen to that little voice. And it's taken me a long time to get to this place where I'm actually doing it all the time, and it's taken me 10 years really, and it does take a long time to learn all the different things, and I'm still learning. Just keep going, walk the sacred path.
We have to realise everything around us is conscious. We have to get away from the idea of ownership. We don't own the land. We're part of the land. We need to stop thinking of ourselves as owning animals so that we can use them how we want. We have to be more respectful of our relationship with them, with animals of the land, with plants. And we have to cure our sense of separation from the rest of the world. And so it's not just shamanic journey that does that. There are lots and lots of practices in shamanism and animism that help heal that